Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to Coworking Life. And in this video, we feature everything that's about co-working, startups, and freelancing. Right now, I'm at the 10th floor of IBP Tower. It's located along Jade Drive, right in the heart of Pasig City. And in this video, I'm going to feature this co-working space, which is Common Ground. Let's go inside.
Hi, I am Alex Domingo Lobonete, Head of Sales of Common Ground Philippines. Welcome to Common Ground. Welcome to Common Ground IBP Tower. This is the 10th floor. So upon entering Common Ground venue, you will notice that we do have our front desk. So the front desks are being manned by our community team. So we do have a community manager, assistant community manager, and community officer. They take care of the venue on a day-to-day basis, especially the needs of our members. So they are usually in the venue from Mondays to Fridays, 9 to 6 p.m. So here, after you've seen our front desk, we are now walking towards what we call the hot desk area. So this is our hot desk area. This is open for our members from Monday to Friday as well, 9 to 6 p.m. This is not a permanent seat for them. They can move around. It's a first come, first served basis. So for Common Ground venues, we also have our in-house cafe. This is what we call We the People. So they do serve pastries, bread, sandwiches, and then they do have good coffees as well. This is open for members and non-members. So even hindi ka member, you can always go up here in the 10th floor to have a coffee. So they serve a very delicious food. In fact, they're always the one who's catering our events. Even our members' events, sila yung kinukuhang caterer. So I believe satisfied naman yung mga members natin in terms of the food quality. So this area is what we call the grounds. So on a regular day, it looks like this. Members can go out here and work if they want to. They can also receive their guests here. And then if you notice, we do have a projector there because we use this area as well as an events place. So both members and non-members can rent this out. There are a lot of events that we have been doing here. We have business forums, talks, and we have social events as well. And then every week for our members, we do have different small events for them. Like we celebrate World French Fries Days. We have Taco Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. We have milk tea Mondays as well, and then sometimes we buy breakfast or lunch, and then we ask everyone to eat with us, go out and eat with us. And then we have some yoga sessions as well. In other venues, we have salsa and sangria night. In Rockwell, we have cocktails every Friday. So those are just small activities that we actually give for free for our members. Building community in Common Ground is very, very important. In fact, we don't just sell workspace, tables, and chairs. We actually sell the community. The reason is because we make sure that we collaborate with our members, we partner with them, we make sure that they interact with one another. We do have town halls once every quarter. That is for them to basically get to meet all of our other members and also introduce their services. For this venue, we have 2 workstations or printing stations. So this is the first one. So we give our members the access to the printer. They can print, scan, and photocopy. So we track it on a monthly basis. So we give them credits monthly. All of our venues have their own pantries as well. So for this venue, as I've mentioned earlier, this also has 2 pantries. This is the first one. This is the bigger pantry. So for the pantry, we do have, of course, the tables where they can have their lunch or dinner, snacks. And then we do have complete sets of anything that they will be needing, like cups, mugs. And then we have a coffee machine, we have microwave, we have toaster, and in the fridge, they can also use it. They can bring their own baon and then they can just reheat it here. Okay, so these are just some of our private offices here. So we do have, earlier I mentioned to you about the hot desk. So this area is what we call the fixed desk area. This is a 24/7 access of the venue. And then if you notice, this is more, they can actually bring their desktop. It's because this is dedicated to one person. So it's a permanent seat. And then they do have their own drawers as well, where they can keep their things. So here in IBP Tower 10, we can accommodate 214 members. So that consists of the hot desk, fixed desk, and private offices. So for the private offices, it ranges from a two-seater. The largest room that we have here is an 18-seater office. So the sizes varies as well, depending on the number of seats. For the rates, you can always reach us out through Facebook, and then you can also send us an email. And then usually our rates naman varies depending on the membership. All right, so our venues also has call booths. So the call booth, you don't have to book it. As long as it's available, you can use it. So basically, you can use it for if you want to have a private phone conversations or video calls, you can use our call booth.
I'm now at the 28th floor of IBP Tower, and there's also a common ground facility here. So let's go and see what it looks like.
Okay, so right now we are here at IBP Penthouse. This is the newest venue of Common Ground here in IBP Tower. So this was opened last August of 2019. And then this was used lang for a few months as a swing office of a company. Then they moved to our BGC office already. Okay, so I'll give you a quick tour of the venue. All right, so this is the newest venue here in IBP Tower. So currently it's empty. We are already actively selling this to members, prospects. So if you want to visit here, this is just at the penthouse of IBP Tower.
So it's a really big space. It's clean. It's bright. There are a lot of windows where you get natural lighting. So it's very conducive to productivity. From here you have a nice view of the Ortigas area. Right across is Mega Mall. There's Podium and the rest of the Ortigas CBD.
So same as our all other venues, we have a pantry as well for our members. And then for this venue, we only have one meeting room because they can use the meeting room downstairs, which is a 10th floor, the one that we visited earlier. They have their own lounge as well, and they can choose to work here or they can receive guests here as well. Okay, we are now inside the office of this Common Ground Penthouse. So if you notice, unlike the venue downstairs, which is cubicle shot, idea of this is more in an open space. So these are more for freelancers or BPO companies as well. But we are open to have it naman to have walls if the client requests. But right now, open space lang talaga siya.
So there's flexibility still in how it's going to be configured.
Yeah, they can let us know if they want to have their own walls. So it depends actually on the requirements of the client. Right now, this is 175 seats in total. Yeah, you can always go to our website, reach us out via Facebook, or you can just call our hotline as well and speak to any salesperson. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, Common Ground is a Malaysian company. This is the first venue that they have outside Malaysia. Common Ground here in the Philippines started November of last year. So our first venue, which is Common Ground Arthaland in BGC, just turned 1 year. IBP Tower opened December of 2018. And then our Rockwell branch was opened March of 2019. So it's turning 1 year in a few months' time. So the good thing about Common Ground is that we have a good mix of members. We have freelancers, startup companies, even established companies. Right now they are open in using co-working space as well, because first it would actually save a lot of cost in terms of their operating expenses. So yeah, we have from marketing companies, we have law offices as well, we have entertainment industry. Yeah, so we have them here in Common Ground.
So one of the advantages of holding office in a co-working environment is that everything is plug and play. You already have seats here, like what I'm sitting in, very comfy. You have tables, you have all the amenities that you could ever need, and you don't have to bother about buying all these stuff because it's all provided by the co-working operator. So you just need to move in and do the work that you need to do.
Right now, we are at 85% occupancy for the whole Common Ground, Philippines. So for IBP, we are at 79%. Rockwell, we are already at 82% occupancy. And then for our BGC, it's currently full at the moment. So for 2020, we are very excited. This is really a very exciting year for Common Ground. We do have a lot of venues in the pipeline. As I've mentioned earlier, we are already at 85%. So the next move that we are going to do is basically to open new venues. So that's the priority that we have for 2020. So we will be having new venues both in Metro Manila and outside Metro Manila as well. We are really inviting everyone to visit IBP Penthouse. Again, this is the newest venue of Common Ground here in Ortigas. Get to experience Common Ground. You can either work here or downstairs at the 10th floor. We are open Mondays to Fridays from 9 to 6 p.m.